Hello students, I am Madhukar Sapil, Assistant Professor in Chemistry, Vijayanagara College, Aspect. In the previous class, we have studied some of the terms coming under this electrochemistry. Among those, we have studied resistance of the solution, specific resistance and specific conductance, equivalent conductance and molar conductance. Now we are studying another new term coming under this. It is called cell constant. So for a given cell, you know that the cell is containing the two electrodes, anode and the cathode. Then the distance between the electrodes in the conductance cell is taken as L, and the area of cross section of each electrodes is taken as A. These are constant, and the quantity L by A is called cell constant. But it is difficult to measure this L and A, so we can determine indirectly the cell constant by knowing specific conductance and observed conductance. We know that specific conductance is equal to kappa is equal to 1 by R into L by A. This 1 by R is taken as observed conductance and this L by A is taken as cell constant. So this specific conductance is equal to observed conductance into cell constant. Then can calculate the cell constant by using this. So therefore the cell constant is equal to specific conductance by observed conductance, and the cell constant is equal to kappa by Z. To determine the cell constant, a standard solution of KCl, potassium chloride, whose specific conductance at a given temperature is known, is used in this case. Then a solution of KCl of the same concentration is prepared and its conductance determined experimentally at the same temperature. Substituting the two values in the above expression, in this expression, the cell constant can be calculated. So this is about the cell constant. So to solve the problems in this, the following formula are required. The first is Z is equal to 1 by R, cell constant is equal to kappa by Z, and lambda equivalent conductance is equal to 1000 into kappa divided by C, and molar conductance lambda m is equal to kappa divided by C. Let us solve some problems regarding the previous terms. The first problem, it was asked in the year 2009 for 4 marks. Specific conductance of a decinormal solution of KCl at 80 degrees Celsius is 1.12 Simon per meter. The resistance of a conductivity cell containing this solution at 80 degrees centigrade was found to be 55 ohms. What is the cell constant? See here, you write the given quantities here. Given R is equal to 55 ohm resistance. Then G means conductance is equal to 1 by R is equal to 1 by 55. After simplification, you will get 0.01818 Simon. Kappa is given 1.12 Simon per meter. Kappa means specific conductance, and cell constant you have to calculate. Then we know that cell constant is equal to kappa by Z, that is specific conductance divided by conductance. So is equal to 1.12 Simon per meter divided by 0.01818 Simon. Simon gets cancelled. After simplification, you will get 61.6 per meter. So this is the cell constant. Second problem, it was asked in the year 2016 again for 4 marks. The resistance of N by 100 solution of an electrolyte was found to be 210 ohm at 25 degrees Celsius. Calculate the equivalent conductance of solution at 25 degrees Celsius. Cell constant is given here is equal to 0.88 per meter. You have tried the given quantities in this solution. R is equal to 210 ohm. Then G is equal to conductance is equal to 1 by R is equal to 1 by 210 is equal to 0.00000476 Simon. Cell constant is also given 0.88 per meter. Kappa you have to calculate. Concentration is given. N by 100 means 0.01 N. It is in terms of definition, if you take this one, 0.01 equivalent per meter cube. We know specific conductance is equal to kappa is equal to cell constant into conductance. So 0.88 per meter into 0.00476, it is here Simon. After simplification, you will get the specific conductance kappa is equal to 0.004188 Simon per meter. Lastly, you have to calculate equivalent conductance of the solution. Lambda is equal to 1000 kappa divided by C according to the formula is equal to 1000 into, this was calculated previously, 0.004188 Simon per meter whole divided by 0.01, again equivalent m power minus 3 meter to the power minus 3. After simplification you will get 418.8 Simon per meter equivalent minus 1 m per plus 3. After simplification of these units, finally you will get lambda equivalent conductance is equal to 418.8 Simon meter square equivalent inverse. This is the third problem. It was asked in the year 2017 for 4 marks. Here the resistance of n by 10 solution of a salt when measured by a cell is 40 ohm. Cell constant is equal to 0.52 per centimeter. Calculate specific conductance and equivalent conductance of solution. Given in this case R is equal to 40 ohm. So here we have to take the observed conductance is equal to Z is equal to 1 by R is equal to 1 by 40 Simon. Cell constant is given 0.52 per centimeter. Concentration C is equal to n by 10 means 0.1 n. So 0.1 equivalent Cm power minus 3 according to the definition of normality. The kappa is equal to, you have to calculate, lambda also you have to calculate here. Then we know kappa is equal to cell constant into Z. So is equal to 0.52 per centimeter into 1 by 40 G value Simon. After simplification of all these things you get 0.013 Simon per centimeter. This is the kappa. Kappa is equal to 0.013 Simon per centimeter. Lastly, I have calculated this equivalent conductance. The formula is lambda is equal to 1000 kappa divided by C. 1000 into 0.013 Simon per centimeter divided by 0.1 equivalent Cm power minus 3. Again, after simplification of all these things, by simplification of the units also, you have to get the answer for this is 130 Simon Cm square equivalent to the power minus 1. That is equivalent conductance lambda is equal to 130 Simon Cm square per equivalent. So this is about the third. Last fourth problem under this is again for the 4 marks they asked in the examination. So the question is the resistance of 0.5 m solution of an electrolyte in a cell was found to be 45 ohm. Calculate the molar conductance of the solution if the electrodes in the cell are 2.2 centimeter apart and have an area of 3.8 cm square. Write the given quantities here. Given R is equal to 45 ohm, symbol for the ohm is like this. Then G is equal to 1 by R, 1 by 45 Simon. Cell constant you have to calculate. Simplify this concentration given in the molarity in terms of mole per meter cube. So here after simplification 0.5 mole per dm cube actually. This term means it is multiplied by the 1000 to convert this mole per dm cube into mole per meter cube. So after simplification you get the concentration equal to 500 mole per meter cube. Then we know that the cell constant is equal to distance between the two electrodes divided by area of cross section. Distance between the two electrodes is 2.2 cm apart divided by area 3.8 cm square. After simplification you get 0.5789 per centimeter. You have to convert this into again per meter by multiplying this to 100. So you will get the 57.89 per centimeter per meter. This is the value for the cell constant. Last is kappa is equal to G into cell constant. G is 1 by 45 Simon. Cell constant is 57.89 per meter. Again after simplification this thing you will get 1.286 Simon per meter. Lastly, we have to calculate the equivalent conductance for this. It is found to be lambda is equal to K by C is equal to 1.286 Simon. We have to calculate molar conductance lambda m. You have to calculate in this case. We have to calculate this value. Kappa divided by C 1.286 Simon per meter or divided by 500 mole per meter cube. After simplification you get 25.7 into 10 power minus 4 Simon meter square per mole. So into in terms of molar conductance it is found to now 25.72 into 10 power minus 4 Simon m square per mole. So this is the value for the molar conductance of the solution. Let us now discuss this variation of equivalent conductance with dilution or concentration. Lambda and this see how they are related. Here the equivalent conductance of an electrolyte increases with the dilution or dilution increment decrease in concentration. This is due to the fact that this value is product of specific conductance kappa and the volume V of the solution containing 1 gram equivalent of the electrolyte according to the definition or according to the formula. So decreasing value of specific conductance is more than compensated by increasing value of this V. V is more compared to the decreasing value of the specific conductance, and therefore the value of lambda increases with the dilution. You know that this lambda is equal to kappa into V. So V and this lambda are directly proportional to each other. If volume increases, this lambda also increases. On the effect of concentration on this equivalent conductance lambda can be studied by plotting lambda values against the square root of concentration C. It is found that variation of lambda with square root of C depends upon the nature of the electrolyte. That is strong electrolyte or weak electrolyte. You see that here, if the square root of C is taken the x-axis and this is plotted against this lambda along the y-axis, we will get the different points according to the different square root of C values and according to different values of this lambda. Then if you join these points, you get the straight line. For example, the strong electrolyte is ACl. Then if you extrapolate this, you get this point. This point is called lambda infinity. This we will discuss afterwards. This is called limiting value of this equivalent conductance at infinite dilution. This is for the strong electrolyte. If the same is applied for this weak electrolyte, that is square root of C is plotted against lambda. For example, the weak electrolyte chosen in this case is acetic acid. You know that acetic acid is a weak acid, weak electrolyte. So here the plot is like this. Initially, if you increase the concentration, you get the values which are almost parallel to this. Then at a certain point, there is a sudden increase in the value of this lambda at the lower concentrations of this square root of C. And there is no any meeting of this curve with the y-axis, that is lambda. This is for the weak electrolyte like acetic acid. So we have discussed now by taking this strong and weak electrolyte one by one. Variation of equivalent conductance with concentration for strong electrolyte. Strong electrolytes usually, for example, KCl, potassium chloride or sodium chloride, etc., are completely ionized. You know that the dissociation or emission for strong electrolyte is high. So at all concentrations or dilutions, the increase in equivalent conductance is due to the decreasing force of attraction between the ions of the opposite charges with dilution. For example, if KCl is concerned, there is a decrease of the opposite charge forces between the K plus ions and the C minus ions. So according to that, at higher concentration, the force of attraction between opposite charges increase. Consequently, it affects the speed of ions with which they move towards the oppositely charged electrodes. So this phenomenon you can call it as ionic interference. See the graph here. If the plot of square root of C on the x-axis is plotted against lambda along the y-axis, for a strong electrolytes you will find different points here. If you join these points, you will get the straight line. If this straight line is extrapolated towards this y-axis, meets some point here, this is called equivalent conductance at infinite dilution. So this is here, as the solution becomes more and more dilute, that means concentration decreases, the equivalent conductance increases. Equivalent conductance is gradually increasing till it reaches a limiting value. It reaches a limiting value here. This value is known as equivalent conductance at infinite dilution or at zero concentration. Here the concentration is 0. So the value of this lambda is very high. It is called equivalent conductance at infinite dilution and it is designated as lambda infinity. Then second concept in this is variation of equivalent conductance with concentration for weak electrolytes. Here is the graph. If you plot the graph of square root of C concentration against this equivalent conductance on the y-axis, the curve is like this. At lower concentrations, gradually the equivalent conductance remains same, but at certain point suddenly increases, and there is no any touching of this line with this y-axis. So This can be explained like this. Weak electrolytes like acetic acid, for example CH3COH, etc. have, because of this low ionic concentration due to partial ionization. You know that weak electrolytes are the substances or the electrolytes which ionizes partially. So due to this partial ionization, hence interionic forces are negligible. The ionic forces means the forces between CH3COO minus and H plus ions is low, very neglected. Ion speeds are not affected with a decrease in concentration or increase in dilution. This increase in equivalent conductance is due to the increase in number of current carrying species. By adding water means as dilution is there, number of current carrying species or ions is increasing, so this lambda is also increasing. Conductance is also increasing. In other words, you can say that in terms of another term, degree of ionization alpha. You know that what is this degree of ionization? The fraction of the total electrolyte that ionizes at equilibrium. So this alpha increases when concentration increases because of the dilution. So here alpha is calculated by using this formula. Alpha is equal to measured equivalent conductance of solution to the equivalent conductance at predefined dilution, or it is nothing but lambda divided by lambda infinity. I think you learn this theoretical part in the practical classes in the 6th semester. I hope you find this one. Thank you, Arunal.